Well, hello. Good morning and Namas'CrazyGrl and welcome to the stream. I wanted to start this all nice and peaceful, but a bear snuck up behind me, so we're having a little fight. Calling the guards quick. Anyway, happy Sunday. I hope you're having a good weekend so far. Let's see. All right, come on, boys. This is what we pay you for. Let me switch over to what I can see. Ah, goodness. Nothing ever starts the way you mean it to. Alrighty, with that being done, goodness. So, I am on Harmony this morning. I had a little view picked out that was all nice and pretty and whatnot, but that had to change. You have to roll with the punches, right? So yes, on Harmony today with Cloudy. Let me turn down the music just a tiny bit here. My game sounds actually, we'll leave the music where it's at. I think it's okay. But let's switch these game sounds down a tiny bit. That was a bit jarring. There we go. So I thought I would come on to Cloudy today. Number one, I have some chores that I need to get done, but also I had a few things that I wanted to talk about in regards to Harmony and a couple other announcements. Alrighty. So as you know, in Harmony, we have what we call the Fancy Pants Society, and that is a group of us that came onto Harmony and started a deed together as new players. We started with absolutely nothing, and we've slowly been progressing in creating our deed and a life on Harmony. And we have not had a chance to stream over this last week. I know we did one the week before. Bun and Myra, who are my deed mates here, have been super busy with some other things going on in Worm on South Freedom Isles. And so we've been keeping up with things over on Harmony, but we haven't done a stream on Harmony for a little bit. So this is just to let you know that once Bun and Myra have everything else that they have going on in their lives, kind of when that all calms down, then we will be back on Harmony doing some, we always call it the noob stream, but I'm going to start calling it the Harmony stream. And we'll start doing that together. So speaking of what's going on with Ben and Myra and what's keeping them busy, I will switch that over to, they are busy with the Deliverance Renaissance Festival on Southern Freedom Isles. I'm going to link information to you right there in chat if you want to take a look at that. And then also I am going to bring up the, let me get rid of that first so I don't forget. I'm going to bring up the page that has that information on it and share that with you. Let me do that really quick. We'll switch on over. So if you go to that link, this is what you're going to find, and this is basically the schedule the things that they have planned for the Renaissance Festival and some other information. And I love this. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun things that they're going to do. That starts on April 7th at I think 11 a.m. My time. But on there it will say the event starts in this many. So like right now it's at 5 days, 1 hour, 51 minutes, 39 seconds. And then if you scroll down, you'll see the different activities that they're going to have going on. Fab is going to be doing Deal or No Deal. He will be streaming that. There's going to be a fishing competition, Easter egg hunt. Oh gosh, find the cheese. I mean, come on, find the cheese. The Storage Wars, which I think Bud and Myra and I are going to maybe do something with that. But then there's also like areas where you can skill train. So if you have things, your items set to be improved and you need something to do and you want to work on your skills while you're there, they'll have different areas set up. And you can work on that. Your priests can work on their channeling, different things like that. Anyway, so there's all sorts of things. There's lots of information on this site that you can find. And yeah, so I hope that you'll join the Renaissance Festival, be a part of that. I know Ben and Myra, like I said, have been working really, really hard on that, along with a lot of other people to make this happen. And so yeah, give that a look. I'm sure there's something for everybody there. So let me get rid of that there. The other thing I wanted to say is if you are on Harmony, there is or on Northern Freedom Isles for that matter, there is a red hatchling slaying today. I think that's in around 4 hours, and that's at K19 on your Worm Node map. And I believe you can find other information on Worm Node about that. I think myself and the other Fancy Pants Society members are going to be going to that today, and I will be streaming that as well. So yeah, give us a look-see. Watch the Fancy Pants Society attempt to help slay a dragon. I know myself, my skills are still pretty low on my fighting, so it's always an adventure. And I think the last time we went, or at least I went with them to a slaying on Harmony, there were almost 500 players that were at it. So it was a bit of a struggle, but we made it. So let's see what else is going on. I don't think a whole lot has changed on the deed here. We do have a few more animals, and sorry, turning down that music there. We do have a few more animals. Oh, we have a friend right here. Aw, I guess he's just come to hang out. We'll leave him be. We won't mess with him. The buildings haven't changed since last, but we are going to be having a group meeting to decide where we want to go with the building on the deed. So that will be happening again, like I said, as soon as Ben and Myra can take a step back and breathe a little bit. We'll get things planned for here as far as that goes. We've had to kind of shuffle around animals. We do have a few more horses. They're breeding. We're getting some mules, so we have some for travel. I was really excited. We have lots and lots of hens, but I got to see my first baby chickens for the first time, and I'd never seen one before in the 8 years that I've been playing. So we do. We have baby chickens. We had more, but they're growing. They're growing already. So I didn't realize how fast that happened. But we do have lots of eggs, and we're waiting to see what happens with those. But yes. Oh, hello, pig. I have a dog. Yes, I'm a little weird, but I wanted a dog, so I found him. This is our newest baby. We have a young daffodil. We also have a not a mule, I'm sorry, a donkey that is a daffodil as well. So we have 2 daffodils on our deed. Let's see, what else do we have here? Myra had built some little areas, like hitching posts for the cattle over here, and then I'm going to run over here really quick. Not really quick, this is slow. There we go. And then we have some of the sheep in pens over here. Looks like I need to harvest some pumpkins. Why don't we do that while we're here, and then I'll fill in that little spot. But yeah, I'm excited to see where we go with this. I know we each plan on building a house. I think we'll probably enlarge some of our other buildings for where the cooking will be done, where the forges will be. And we'll continue on doing our, upping our skills so we can do more as we go. I know Bun has been working really hard on his priest so we can start casting and enchanting our tools and weapons and whatnot. So I'll tell you what, Bun and Myra, they I'm kind of I don't want to say a lazy worm player, but more, it's a more casual when I play. I know Bun and Myra are just go-getters, so they skill up, and I'm glad they do. I don't think I have the discipline to do that. I think I'm more of a let's tend to the fields and the animals, and then go out and run around and look for an adventure, which they do too. They put up with me. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Oh, goodness. Hello, sheepy. So I learned something new while I was here, is that if you plant crops in where your animals are, it tends to keep them up. Did I trigger instead of harvest? It keeps them full. They sometimes, as the plants are growing, will kind of knock them back one in their growth, but it seems to, I don't know. I'll have them explain it to me again, but I didn't realize that this is a little more See, this is a little better to do than to just have them on grass, because I noticed that my animals kept pecking the tiles and it was driving me crazy. And ever since I learned to start planting veggies and grains and stuff like that in where they were at, I don't have that problem anymore. So that's nice. It's less to have to worry about. Okay. I think we'll go around this morning and clear out some little stray trees and bushes that are growing as well. When we first deeded this area, it was covered in grape bushes. And let me go put these pumpkins away. But every once in a while we get little stragglers back. But Bun and I think Myra too, we spent several days kind of clearing this off and getting it ready for what we wanted to do with it. All right, I'm just going to put these over here. Oh, before I forget, we need to move the hell horses over to a different pen. So we'll do that first, I think. There we go. That'll make it easier to move around. So, hell horses, clear off the little trees and bushes that have popped up. And we'll go from there. Oh, this makes me nervous. They like to nibble on me when I'm playing. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to go on ahead and unequip my weapons. Maybe they'll feel less threatened. Probably not. It'll make me feel better. So let's get ready here so we can lead these guys over. Please do not bite on me. All right, let's get these guys over here. We only had one or two and we started, so as they have grown and we've gotten more of them, that little pen over here just doesn't do much for us. So all right, grab a couple more. Let's see. There we go, that's why. I'm so used to having a halter rope with Cloudy that, or no, I'm sorry, with Amont that I forget sometimes that, oh, see, I'm gonna get bit. No, 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 no. Now, stop it. There we go. I think I slapped it. Okay, let's get this baby over. I think the hell horses are really cool looking, but I don't like getting bit. There we go. All right. I think there's one more here that we need to do. See? Yeah, he was going to bite me again. I think we have an adolescent over here. Hello, Mr. Seal. Yes. Okay. Nope. Hopefully get in and out of here without too much damage. There, all right. So they are moved. Okay, let's go on ahead and we'll take down some of these. Get our hatchet, cut down some of these trees here. Satsuki-san. That is Bun's priest. So I noticed, I don't know if it happened on Harmony, but I know on Indie, when I was chopping down trees for a little while, the stumps that are normally left, they were not, there were no stumps. And I kind of liked that. Sitting here in my cave doing the daily prayers. I know it's all a part of it. I know that if we were wandering around chopping down trees in the forest, we would be left with stumps. This is the fun stuff in Worm, right? The daily things that we have to do to keep our deeds up, or making bricks or mortar or planks, whatever it is that we're going to need to build. I know some streamers have voiced that, you know, maybe people don't like to watch something like this, you know, watch Cloudy cut down a tree, make logs out of that felled tree or whatnot, but it's all a part of Worm. And for people that haven't played Worm or that are thinking about it, or new to it, you know, this is a part of something that they'll have to do. And yeah, it can get a little tedious, but I don't know, for me, the results, seeing what we can create from these tedious tasks, that's worth it. And if you have a mind like mine, I like this task-driven part of the game. It it keeps me busy. When my mind is racing, I can come into Worm and know, okay, I've got to be doing this, and it kind of helps me focus. Let's see, I know I saw. Sometimes they're hard to catch. Yes, let's get this one up here. These little babies spread like wildfire. Maybe someday when I can make wine, we'll have a few. I can only assume that all of the ones that were here when we chose this location, that's what somebody was doing, was making wine from all the grapes, because there were tons. I think if you go on to the first streams were on Joshua Calvert's Twitch channel, so I think if you go there, that those still are there, and you can see how this looked and all of the grape bushes. Gone ahead and repair my hatchet as well so I don't forget. Yes, see, I wouldn't have noticed that. This little tiny one. I'm sure there are more that I'm not catching, but we'll find them. There's 3 so far that I see. Wow, that's a big one. Okay. I've noticed on Indie too that it's like really foggy lately. And it's a dense fog. I don't think I've ever seen it like that. So whatever they've changed, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I've just never really noticed, but I don't mind. I got a little twisted around. I went over to Delhi from Indy yesterday to help Myra with the wimp plants that she had planted. And when I came back over from Delhi to Indy, I couldn't see anything around my boat. It was so foggy. And so I couldn't I knew which way I was going simply because of my compass, but I couldn't I couldn't tell where I popped back into the server at. So I knew I was on the north side from, you know, I server jump to get to where I need to be, but yeah, it was a little crazy. So all right, I'm gonna hop in here really quick. I am going to take a brief moment to grab something more to drink, and I will be right back, guys. All right, see you in a second. Alrighty, we are back. I should have been a little more prepared. Okay, so yes, see, we're even more foggy than we were before. Okay, so we have moved the hell horses. We have cleared off the little stragglers that have... Maybe we better look over here too before I say we're done with that. I think we're good. I'll leave that little lemon tree over there, and I'm not going to mess with those cedars. Ben and Myra might want those, so... Alrighty, well, let's tend to the crops. Oh, one sec. My little kitty cat snuck in when I came back in from grabbing something to drink and then decided he didn't want to be in here, so. All right. Hey, Jethan, welcome to the stream. Yes, it is on Harmony, so we are right in this northwest area here. I suppose it might be more central, but let's see here if I can get. So there's this little area right here. That's where we are on Harmony. I hope you're having a good weekend. Just thought I would come on and stream for a little bit. I guess it's only 9:40 here. I thought it was later already, but yeah, I thought I'd come on and stream for a little bit, talk about the Renaissance Festival that Ben and Myra are a huge part of, and kind of discuss the future of the Harmony stream, and that we're going to be getting back to that a little more regularly once Ben and Myra can kind of slow down and relax after the Renaissance Festival happens. And let's see, so far trying to make my way to the dragon slaying, but I'm slow. We are also heading to the dragon slaying. I'm not sure what time we are heading out, but we'll be doing that. Do you have a ways to go for that? I think I wrote it down. Yes, K19. So we've got a little bit of a journey to go, but not too far. Oops, let's see here. That's what I wanted. Grab some oats. I do think we'll be streaming that as well. I know we streamed the last one. Okay. And I had a little bit of trouble. Well, maybe not the last one, but we went to one not too long ago, but there were like 500 other players. There are 500 players in local by the time it started. And my setup had a little bit of trouble, but I think if I go into it with my graphics down a little bit, we'll be okay. I run all my graphics on high because I don't usually have a problem. I can usually run about 3 players at a time, but with all those players in one spot, whew. You've got a rowboat and try to find a wild horse. Ah, okay. I don't believe that any of us have the skills yet to create a boat. I know Myra was trying and working on that. It's so crazy when you start out as a new player after you've played for many years, or even a few years, and you've got your main characters are really high skilled, and then you come into something when you're new and have nothing. It's a little bit stressful. Oh, they're ripe. We'll go ahead and nope. There. Slow down, Cloudy. Yes. We had a heck of a time, but once some time had passed, we made it back okay. So let's see. I think I meant to plant wheat and I forgot, so I'm going to leave that alone. Grab some wheat when I get done with this. I also thought that New Freedom Isles would pretty much be the same as Southern Freedom Isles in how they do things, but it is a little bit different, and that's kind of cool. Creating Cloudy and coming onto Harmony was my first experience with New Freedom Isles. On Southern Freedom Isles, I have been on Indie nearly the entire time. There was a brief time where I had taken a break, and when I came back, I thought, well, we'll try a different server. So we went on Release, and we're there for about, I don't know, 6-9 months. And I loved it. It's a beautiful little server, a great community. We got in with a really wonderful alliance there. But Indie was just kind of home, and I think we all have that. We have a server that just feels like home to us more than any of the other ones, and that was it for me. And I know Indie's not the largest, but the second largest server, and some people don't like all that space, but it's a beautiful server. You know, mountains and sea and desert, everything that you could ask for. A lot of times when I go out exploring, up in the higher elevations, you'll find, you know, the remnants of these deeds that either people had maybe created but hadn't, you know, actually deeded, so they were off deeding it, off the grid, so to speak, and or you'll find these amazing deeds that, you know, actually at one time were on the maps. And it's really neat to see that history. It's sad that they were no longer, you know, a part of Worm or had moved on to somewhere else. But yeah, you find some very cool places. There we go. Now we have some wheat. Let's see. I was starting potatoes over here, so we'll move back over here, plant this wheat over here. Xanadu and Melody both are kind of hard to travel on, so I'm trying Cadence now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Xanadu was difficult for me simply that, number one, I don't know where anything is on Xanadu, but the times that I've gone over there are usually when there's some sort of like unique or a rift. So travel tends to be a little bit difficult. There was one point, and I know I've probably mentioned this before in another stream, but there was one point where there was a double dragon slaying, and we left super early as an alliance to go over to it, and we never made it because it was just so laggy. But I'm sure, you know, like a single slaying is already crazy enough with people coming over, crossing servers, whatever. But then to have a double dragon, like, whew. Fun, fun. So what do you think of Cadence? Are you liking Cadence? Those are ripe. on ahead and plant some more peas. Oh, that's the highest yield I've gotten so far with peas. It's 4. I like it so far. Still trying to find my way around and get a deed set up. Yeah. I do think it's important to find an area that you really love, because if you're going to deed there, it shouldn't be a decision that you make that is just kind of spur of the moment. So finding a place that is aesthetically pleasing, as well as a terrain that you know you can create the village that you have in mind. But I'm hoping once we get a little more established here and get the skills to do so, like to build a boat and whatnot, I'm hoping that we can do a little server jumping and try out, check out some of the other servers. So maybe by that time, we'll be able to come visit you on Cadence. Maybe talk you into doing a stream with us. Or at least appearing on it if you don't want to chat. Going by an age champion, huge spider. It's bigger than my boat. Yes. One time I was out exploring on Indy and I came around a corner and all I could see was this mass moving around and I didn't know what it was. It was just going from night to day at that point, and I stopped and I'm looking and I'm thinking, what in the world? So I grabbed my spyglass and I thought maybe I had come across a dragon. So I got excited and completely terrified at the same time, and come to find out, when I looked, it was a huge group of spiders. Not the champions, but the regular sized spiders. I think there were about 12 or 13 of them that were just in a pile on top of one another. So when they moved, it looked like it was breathing, this one big mound of spiders just breathing. And I thought, ooh. And I had fight skills high enough at that point that I knew that I could kite them. Yeah, it was kind of gross. I knew that I could kite them and, take them out one or two at a time. And so I did. I ended up killing every one of them, and then I lined them up on the road that I had been traveling on, one after the other. And I think I created a sign that basically just said, Amant Novi was here with all these dead spiders. So got some good skill. Got some good skill off of it. And then there was another time where it was still probably early on, that I was going to go down to the inner sea to look around, and there were 2 champ spiders side by side. So I got those 2, which was fun, because really they're just they're just squishy like the other spiders. And I suppose depending on your, let's see, sprouting. Okay. So I suppose depending on your skill, whatever, but I don't think they're too difficult to kill. I probably freaked a few people out. Yeah, well, It was fun. I had just never seen that before, with all those in one spot. And I know there was probably, there was a layer or whatever they are for spiders, but I think I took a picture and posted it on forum, but it's been a little while ago, so don't know if I could find it or not. I should pull back on these. There we go. You can see what I'm doing there. When I play Worm, I tend to play in that one view where I can't really see myself, but I get motion sickness. I don't know if you've ever played a game where you get motion sickness, but Worm does that to me. And the only way I can play is if I play in that view when I'm out, like, running around. So I've gotten into the habit of leaving it in that view no matter what I'm doing, but when we're streaming, I suppose it's a little more fun to watch it when you can actually see my character. Yes. And I usually have to adjust my mouse speed, like how fast my mouse turns. And for some reason, about 6 months ago, my settings for audio and my mouse stopped saving after I would log out. So I would log back in and I'd have to set my audio and my how fast my mouse moved. So I usually have to do that every time. And I've uninstalled, reinstalled, this, that, or the other thing, but it always happens. So I'm just used to doing that as well. So also, when I'm going up a mountain and there's a road that's very, very windy and you just have to keep going back and forth, that gets me too. So I have to watch it with that. But when I very first started playing Worm, it was bad. And so I would have to take a motion sickness pill to even play. That sounds so funny now, but otherwise I could get in about a half hour and I was like, nope. My stomach's upset. Is that ripe? Yes. Okay, we'll harvest that after this. Almost done. Nope, stop. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. So I've minimized my farming quite a bit. This used to go, well, we had about 3 rows more of tiles for wemp and cotton. And we have quite a bit of that now. So I had my veggie patch over to the north, and so now as time's progressed and we get a little bit more, I was able to shrink down the size of the fields. But it was taking me like an hour and 40 minutes to do all the fields. Which I'm not complaining, but it was it was a little chunk of time. Right? Definitely. I think the goal with us right now is it was really to get that wemp and cotton built up, which helped me work on my skills to get a better yield when the time came. So now it's getting all the veggies and meat so we can cook. And like I said, if it wasn't for Bud and Myra, they do, you know, they make the meals. Really the biggest thing I do here is the farming and the tending to the animals. So I suppose those are somewhat important jobs. Okay. Yes, definitely. Hey, Temple Spire, how are you? And Calvert, hello, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I just thought I'd come on Harmony, kind of talk about where we're at with the Harmony stream, share what Ben and Myra are busy doing on Delhi. And I had some chores to do, so I just thought I would hang out on stream, see if there was anybody that wanted to keep me company while I was doing it. Got attacked by a bear right as the stream was starting, so but we managed to, the guards and I managed to take it out. They probably did a little more work than I did, but hey, that's okay. Are you two having a good weekend? we need to come over here. Just check out the pumpkin situation. Good to hear you're having a good weekend, Calvert. Tempo. All right. Whole family was sick Thursday, Friday. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. I know here they put out where we're at with like flu, things like that. So I think there's a moderate chance of catching the flu here. So we just try to stay as healthy as possible, but sometimes it catches up. So I'm not sure if you can go back and chat and see, but I did share a link to information about the Renaissance Festival on Delhi. I shared that again just now. So that has all the information about schedule, games, what's going to be going on. They have a lot of exciting stuff happen, and I have been asked by Ben and Myra to stream. I think I talked with Calvert, possibility of him streaming maybe. I do believe there are some others, but we will get in as much streaming as possible while that is going on, and hopefully that will bring more people in to join in the fun. So many pumpkins. I think Bun Myra and I will be streaming later also. There's a unique red dragon hatchling on Harmony today. So I do believe we're going to be doing that as well. And Jethan is on their way to that also. So maybe we'll run into Jethan there. Okay, I think that's it for these guys. I'm slow. I need to go put things away. I'll go pick up that bear as well and take it in by where the ovens are, just in case for meals. Oh, also need to tend to, okay, where is my inventory at? There it is. Need to tend to the crops that are in with the animals as well. So we have peas, wheat, carrots, oats, barley. Not too bad. I should probably reattach my sickles now that the hell horses are taken care of. There we go. The tickle sickles are back. Hey, Dreamt. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day. I caught some of your stream last night and meant to say hello, but I got pulled away, so I didn't get a chance to come back. Did I not lock this? No, I did not. Let's lock our... Oh, it is locked. I wonder why it moved. Is this not locked? Oh well. All right, let's see. Let's do some prayer really quick while I'm over here. Can use all the help I can get. Those darn backpacks. All I can see is the duck in a, like, what are those called? The little things that men wear around their neck for, I guess you can't see really. Is it a, I don't want, it's not a bolero. What is it called? I can't remember. I've seen them in movies. It's like a duck with a little tie on. I think I'm the only one that sees it. Hello, horsey. Just coming to check the crops. You know, gosh, I don't even know what, with my breeding the animals, I don't even know what they are. I need to look and see what their traits are. I don't think they're above like 20. I know this is our newest little baby here. And I believe they're only at like, oh, I'm up to 30, so 2 speed. We're getting there. Slow and steady. Oh, yep, these are ready to go. Maybe someone can tell me in chat. So when you're farming and your field is ripe but is untended, does it help to farm before you harvest? I thought that every time that you tended to the field, then it gave you a better yield in the end. But when they're already ready to be harvested, does it make a difference or no? Or is that more just if you want that extra skill tick? Okay. Oh, I can. No, I better not. This is our pen. If somebody becomes diseased, we can move them in there and separate them. I was going to bring another horse in here, but my luck, we would need it, and I'd have to move it back. Every farm action has a chance to increase yield. Okay, see, I always wondered that, so I always farmed prior to harvesting unless it didn't give me the option to do so. Can't hurt, right? Getting higher yield from tending only works with 2 out of the 5 actions. Oh, see, that's good to know. Tuplex, also welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Hey, Thicket. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Let's see what we have going on in here. See, we've got crops everywhere. Ooh, barley. Could make some beer. Just kidding. Maybe not kidding. Maybe that would be nice. A cold beer after a unique fight would be quite lovely. Oops. There we go. I don't dare have one before we go. That might be an interesting stream. See how our chickens are doing. Hello, Henny Pennies. Oh, I just stepped on a chick. Jeez Louise. Sorry, little chick. Calvert, I don't know if you're still with me, but like I still have to make that t-shirt that says whatever that beer is. I can't pronounce. I just call it Lieberschlagen. I know that's not correct. I think so far I've created like 20 different t-shirts for little mini Namas'CrazyGrl there. So she's got a collection started, and that's very much like me in real life. I have a bit of a t-shirt addiction in real life. I collect t-shirts, and I think at last count I had like something like 60 different ones, and that's pretty much all I wear. I'm just kind of a jeans and t-shirt girl. Throw on my Converse and I'm a happy camper, but that is carrying over into my Twitch stream. So okay. Also, since I haven't had a whole lot of experience with eggs and all that stuff, because I haven't really done anything with having hens. So if you examine an egg on the ground and it says it is infertile, you can go on ahead and pick that one up. Fertile ones you need to leave on the ground because that's a possibility of a chick being born, correct? But if it says infertile right away when you inspect it, then it's okay to pick up. It's not going to do anything more laying on the ground, but take damage. No clue. Okay. For higher output, 4 of the 5 actions count. The field is tended message, basically a failure in tending and skill gain. Okay. See, I don't think we have any in here. I think they're all... Hello, cow, halfway out the fence. Okay, we'll go ahead and put our harvest in the proper places. I should check in with Bun here and see what time we're going to all meet up for our trip to the unique fight. So 2 of 5 possible actions count for skill gain and 4 of 5 for output. Excellent, that is good to know. I am up to almost 47 on my farming, so that's kind of nice. Okay, we've got enough water, I think. Yes, we do. I'm still okay on food. Wow, there's my lavender sky. This is my favorite time, when the sky gets that beautiful color purple. I actually named a house on my indie deed after the lavender skies in Worm. And my favorite color is purple, so there you have it. Oh. Huh. Alrighty then. I levitate. Pardon me, Mr. Seal. So I'm going to grab that bear corpse, take it over to the ovens. There's a bowl over there. How many bowls do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Looks like it's back. I know this morning I messaged Thicket because when I first logged on this morning, about 2 hours ago, it was still the carpets. And I knew the event had ended last night before I had logged out. So when I logged in on Harmony, they were back to horses. So I'll just go ahead and pull in here. This is a very strange view because I'm quite tall. There we go. I feel like maybe if I come out of this view and disembark, I'll be okay. Let's see here. Why can I not get off the start? There we go. Let's see if this makes it any better. Nope, I'm still taller than a tall thing. Oh no, I'm back. Okay. Whew. I did not like that. So all of our chores are done aside from tending to the animals, and we'll do that. I'll go ahead and do that when I log off. Slow carts. Do hell horses have to be a certain age for you to hitch them to a cart? I know once they hit aged, there's a possibility of them unhitching. I was gonna go over here and look at Valray. Crab, you stay over there. Oh, well, look at that. All right, photo opportunity. Let's go ahead and get that really quick. There we go. It's really pretty. They really do, Jethan. Yeah, Worm's a beautiful game. I found a couple of videos on YouTube that were talking about trying out Worm, and there was a lot of negative about about some of the things that you had to do, but one of them was the outdated graphics, and I thought, what? I guess in my mind it's lovely. I've always thought Worm was lovely. And it's not a matter of, there's a lot of games where to get to a quest in another area, you hit like a teleport or a waypoint, and then you click on that and it zooms you over to wherever you're going to go. But with Worm, for the most part, you have to travel to wherever it is that you want to go the whole entire journey, and anywhere you see, you can get to that place. You can anywhere you look. So I'm able to get to the top of that mountain there, and I love that. So anywhere I look, I can travel to. A poor seal out in the water. Let's see. Yeah, and I get that too. But there were some that I saw that were talking about the graphics of the game, everything. Did you? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Maybe it's just been so long I can't, but Wiki says can be hitched up until the last aged stage. However, the hell horse will unhitch when they age up to old at 30 months and become unruly. Oh, okay. See, I was told aged. You don't ride. Well, I can't ride a horse right now on this character, but it always looks to me like you're sitting. So don't know. Let's go back into here. Has it been long enough for me to? I'll just pray again. Well, I'm not a young kid, but I'm usually older than players that I meet in Worms, so. All right. So nice. Chores done. Plans for the unique fight. Well, yes, of course. What would we call it if we cross paths with someone? Would it just simply be cross paths, or would it be I've met a person? Alrighty, well, I think we're going to end this stream here. I need to plan ahead to the stream this afternoon, and I need to connect with Ben and Myra to find out what time we want to leave. So I will be back, or we will be back this afternoon on stream. So if you'd like to join us on that to go battle with a red hatchling, then I'd love to see you back. Otherwise, you have a wonderful weekend, rest of your weekend, and I hope your work week is a good one. Yes, Thicket, thank you for joining me. Joshua Calvert, thank you. Is a myth. I love that name, by the way. That's a great name. I will see you all very, very soon. You take care.